Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations. Today is Saturday, March 28th, 2020. I've got a few whips, maybe 3 or 4, and sorry, man, that car was really loud. And several finished objects to show you. I wanted to say hi to my new subscribers because I have had some since my last video. So thank you so much for joining us and hitting that like button and that subscribe button. I appreciate that. And hello and welcome again to all my regular subscribers. Thanks for taking the time out through everything that's going on to watch. And, you know, that's greatly appreciated. I hope everyone is staying safe and doing your precautions and being healthy. If your spouse or loved one or you are deemed an essential place of business, please just be safe. My husband is one of them. And I'm home. Our office closed this past Wednesday. It was a week. So it's been 10 days today since our office closed until further notice. So I'm doing as much work as I can from home over the phone and the internet, which, you know, not very much, but it's something. So yeah. So if you're having to do that with kids being at home and everything, yeah. Keep sane. Try to keep sane. I have been crocheting actually after I'm done with my work for the day. I've been, you know, trying to whip up a couple of items, which is why I have a few whips because they're not 100% completed. They're probably 90% there. So, well, 2 of them are anyway. And it's really overcast, so I know my lighting is probably a little freaky. But we're under a severe thunderstorm warning, and it's like 70 degrees. This is our warmest day of the year so far. So I'm really excited about that, but it's going to get cold again, so whatever. Let me see. Let's start with, oh, and I have a happy mail. And I got it last week, but I had so much going on. I've not checked if there's anything in my P.O. box, or if I haven't mentioned you. I just haven't checked it yet. So, so I've got whips, I've got finished objects, I've got an absolutely wonderful, wonderful happy mail. And I actually have some yarn that I forgot I purchased a couple of weeks ago. This was probably 2 or 3 days before we were issued the stay at home. So it was in my car. You know, you got all this time on your hands. So my daughter Abby and I have just kind of been picking one thing to do, or one room, or one, you know, we've just been like, okay, what are we going to do today? Cleaning it up, straightening it up, throwing things away that we just haven't had time to. So, yeah, spring cleaning, guys. And I noticed I had a bag of yarn in my truck. So I just untied it, and so there won't be any, you know, a lot of noise. And it's not a big yarn haul. There's just 4 things, but I was really excited because, you know, any kind of yarn deal is a good deal. And they're probably going to be given to my children, my girls, now that they too are at home. So let's start with the whips. All right. So I showed you in the last video that I made a little sweetie dress. And so I made 2 more. I made one I used some of the yarn, I believe Pam from Pam's Creations. We did a swap. And so the top part, I don't know where the label is. If I find it, I'll put it in the description box. But the variegated yarn is what she gave me. And then I used Red Heart White, Super Saver White for the middle. So that's it. And this is this the 12-month? I think this is the 12-month size. But it is just, I just love making these dresses. And I didn't put ruffles or anything on here because I actually know where this one is going. And she just wanted, you know, just something kind of plain but colorful. And I thought that would be cute. So, and I just have to, this is a side, that's the sweetie dress. If you've made one, you know that it's not straight. It's a side, side closure. So once I get the button right there, and I think I will put one here as well. So I'll put a button at the top and then a button in the center. But let me show you, see if you can, those colors are just really cute. And I just, so, and I had 2 small skeins. I couldn't even tell you what the, I know I've got that wrapper somewhere. I'll find it. But anyway, I had just enough to, and I doubled up because it was a thinner yarn. So I doubled up to make the bodice and then the end part. So yeah, and it's not, that's why it's not 100%. So I've got to put the button on and weave these ends in. So that's one whip, woo woo, and I've got a box here. I'm just gonna toss in there. That's what I've been doing. When I'm done, I brought my laptop from work. They allowed us to go to the building to get, you know, anything essential to do our job from home. So of course I had to have my laptop. And so I'm sitting at the table in the kitchen sometimes, or when Jack comes home from work, we're in the living room and I've got my, my laptop on a, like a dinner meal, fold up table, dinner tray table or whatever. Anyway, so I can do my notes and stuff from there. And then when I'm done, I slap it around. I slap that down. I start working on my crocheting. So I got all my crocheting like right next to my couch where I sit, which is awesome. And then we ordered some stuff through Amazon. And so I'm just using their box. And so when I'm done crocheting an item, I just toss it in there. And that way I won't forget anything when I do a video to show you guys what I've been working on. So, worked out great. Okay, so the last dress that I made, I've been using up my stash, as you know. So this one is another dress that was made with the Red Heart Sport, the baby weight yarn. And, yeah, man, okay, so I wasn't prepared with the yarn because I think that's still in the living room, but it's an ivory color. Let me show you. It's like, there you go. So it's kind of like an ivory, and then it's got sprinkles of pastels through it, which I think is just beautiful. And this one is made a little different. I played around with it a little bit because I wanted the closure in the back to be in the middle of the dress. So I just made sure, I don't even know what I did, believe it. I didn't write it down, but I wanted it in the middle, so that's what I have. So I'll be putting 2 buttons there, and I wanted it to have a little bit of a ruffle. Now, Mike from the Crochet Crowd shows you how to make this dress in the straight, which is this one. This is how it's originally made, okay? Just straight, no pleats up here, and then it just flounces a little bit at the bottom because you've got to change it up a little. And then he shows you how to make one pleated. Well, I made one pleated last year, the green dress, and it's got a lot of pleats in it. So I thought, okay, I wanted to do something that didn't have so many pleats, but I wanted it to look a little different. So I just played around with it until I got it to look the way I wanted. And so I think it's got just the amount, you know, it's just got just enough of the pleating. It gives it a little bit of a flounce. And I did not weave in my ends, and I need to do the edging. So I need to put the little, the picot shell at the bottom, and then the 2 buttons right here. And then I would like to do, I am going to do a picot around the edges on this one. But, so that one's a little different, and I do like the way it looks. So see, it gives it just a little bit of a change. And this is also a 12-month. And there's the, oh, hold on, I don't want it to get too, so see, it's got all those cute little sparkly colors, the pink and the yellow and blue, I think is all there's there. But yeah, so I thought that was cute. So that's whip number 2. All right, third and last whip. I mean, I've got a ton. I haven't even gone in my whip stash that I did a video on. I did frog a couple of those items, so, and, you know, eventually. So I was looking for something a little bit different. I hadn't made a shawl in a while, and you guys know, even though I don't wear them, I love making shawls. So I started this one last night. It works up quick, and for the life of me, I can't tell you, I'm trying to get it so that I don't, I can't tell you who made it, but I saved the video. So I will put a link to that in the description box below. So if anybody would like to make it, you can. So it starts at the bottom here, and it kind of, see how it kind of looks like a bit of a square, and then it's like step. So it's kind of making the edging as you go. And so far from last night, this is how much I have done. And I'm using the Mandala, I couldn't tell you what color. I haven't used a lot of Mandala. I think this is only the 2nd time. I've got several skeins of it, or cakes, I guess. But anyway, it's just a nice, and it was really tight at first. And of course, the more you The more rows you make, the heavier it's going to get, and then it kind of settles and opens up really, really nicely. So I love it. And I do like that it already has the edges on it as you're doing that. So once you're done, that's it. So the edge is on there, and it's nice. It's got a nice little fillet, kind of lacy look to it. And this is just the one ball that I've used. So it's going to be a nice size, because this is, I think, 560 or 83, somewhere. I know it's a little more than 500 yards. So this will do nicely. And, you know, I have another one if I have to, but like I said, I have no idea what color this is, because I don't know why I lost the band, but it was missing. And yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that's really cute. I mean, I like it. I'm just going to give it away. You know me. You know, I am with my shawls. Love to make them, but I don't know. So that, I'm going to put that in the box, because that's just going to the living room with me so I can work it out. That is all I have for my whips. Now, for finished objects, everyone is, I mean, if you're on the internet, if you're searching for surgical masks, face masks, you are going to get a bajillion things pop up. So I found one. I saved the video so that I can put a link below. We don't have a shortage in our town yet, but a friend of mine, she sent me a link to Walmart, because they have 100% cotton tea towels. It's like $7.88 for 10 or 12 of them. And those are something that you can use to layer up your masks with, because they will work better. If you are wanting to make the masks and donate them to the hospitals, they cannot be color unless that hospital specifically said it was okay. They need to be white. They need to be 100% cotton, and you have to, because you have to be able to wash and bleach them. That's very, very important. So if you are making these masks, sewing them or whatever, think about the retirement homes, because they are in shortage. You know, we want to make sure that our elderly are taken care of as well. And so I will be donating mine to them when I'm done making them. I only have 4 made up right now, but they take less than 20 minutes to make, guys. They're really quick. It works up very fast. And like I said, and I know it's hard, because not everybody just has white cotton that can be bleached. So, you know, I get that. But like I said, I'm using mine. Mine are different colors. Most of them are Premier yarn or Sugars and Cream. And also my Karen Cakes, which is part cotton. So I think, let's see how much. Of course, it's not gonna. 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So I only made a few of these. Everything else will be 100% cotton. And like I said, I will be using up all my white cotton to make masks with, but those are going to be separate for the hospitals. And I used to line them with what was it? Cotton. I was going to say cotton. I'm on this cotton thing. Coffee filters work great. So, and that's just, you know, added protection, because here's one in white. Okay. And it covers, goes around your ears like this. Oh, wait, my hair's all in the way. Hold on a minute. All right. See? So, and you can put, you know, you can sew the lining on there, or, you know, just kind of, I don't know, cinch it, however. But what I'm going to do is just attach another string here, just a little crocheted chain, so that they can slip that in there, because they'll want to take the filter out, of course, when they're washed. So that's what's missing here. So I guess it's kind of finished, but not. And this, like I said, this only took, I timed myself. I think it was like 14 minutes to make this. And I had distractions. So if you guys are advanced crocheters, you can whip these, like just sit and get your cotton yarn and whip them up. I made this one for my granddaughter for when she goes out. And this will be perfectly fine. Like I said, we'll just put a coffee filter lining there for her when she goes, if you know, when they're going to the store, because we really don't go anywhere else right now. And this one turned out really cute. I loved the pink. And they're all the same. Now, you guys know me. You see the difference? This was a thicker cotton. This Premier is a little bit thinner than like a Sugars and Cream yarn. And I used an H hook for this one and a G hook for this one. So that's the difference there. And then this is another Premier yarn, I believe. And there's that one. I haven't weaved in the end yet. And there's that. And see, I like the way they work up. They work up really fast. You're just going back and forth, different stitches. And then there's this one. And this one was my test. So this one is not cotton. This is the rest of the yarn that I had when I made the dress. So this is all, I guess it's acrylic. I don't even know what's on the label, but it feels like acrylic maybe. So, but I wanted to see, you know, how it was going to work up, how long it was going to take. And yeah, so there you go. So I'll put the link below if anyone is interested in making them. It is, you know, it's a YouTube thing. So, and it's she explains everything really well. I don't even think she talks. I think it's just music in the background with her hands crocheting. And then they just give you the caption of the wording. So everything that you need to do is there. So they work up really fast. I was trying to catch up on my videos the other day, and Jonah from Jonah's Hands has a new video out. He might have released another one since then. I don't know, because this has been a few days, for a coaster. Now, his coasters are all different colors because he was talking about making them into a set. But I thought it was super cute, and I wanted to make one. You know, for one, you know me, I don't like things that are going to take me a long time to do, because then I just get bored and I just want to put it aside and start something else. I like instant gratification. I just like for it to be, you know, made as quickly as I possibly can make it. So this one is one of them. This is the coaster. I don't even know what he called it. I don't know. It's super cute. And I'll put that link to that video below. But he had some really cute colors. Like his middle one was white, and then the petal part, or the shell stitching, was a different color. So like he would have white here and then use orange, which I thought was really pretty. And I think he had yellow and pink, blue, whatever. But they were really cute colors, and it was super quick to make, guys. So another quick project to do while you're stuck at home, right? So there you go. And it was bigger than I had hoped it was going to be, because, you know, coasters to me should be small, right? And then my husband was like, why? It's like, that looks great. It's like, because this is decoration, obviously, and then your drink goes in the middle. And I thought, yeah, you're right, huh? So I like them. I will be making more. You know, they've canceled yet another craft show, but I'll tell you what, when I can put this on and I can put them on, list them on my shop, I'm just going to make up what I can make up when I can make it up. There you go. This hat was just another ball of yarn that was in my little container that I keep that used to have the cheese balls in it. You guys know how I am. So I just made a ponytail hat, and I barely had enough, but it made one. And this will probably fit a young adult. Like it would fit Abby's head, but she cut all her hair off. So this would fit. And yeah, I haven't weaved in my ends yet, but it is completely done. I just got to weave it in. So there's no more crocheting or any stitches I got to do other than the weaving. And I just did the front post, back post, just a double crochet. Started with a chain of 23 or 24. Yep, 24. I don't use the ponytail. The little elastic bands, they break all the time. It was driving me absolutely nuts when the ponytail hats first came out. I was like, okay, yeah, great idea. And some use one and some people use two. And I know a lot of them use them, but you know what? They frustrate the crap out of me. So I was just like, nope, not going to do it. So I just crochet an amount, and that's what and they still sell great. So I wasn't worried about it. I do know that this, because I use this to make I made a hat, so I wanted to use the rest of it. So I got 2 hats out of that skein. And this was Flicka yarn that I purchased last year during their clearance sale at Hobby Lobby. So I don't know what the color is, but if I find the label, I'll put it down. But I know it's on sale, so, or it was clearance. So I doubt you'll find the same color, but it's a cotton blend. I know that. And it feels really nice. I love working with this yarn. It's great. Didn't have a problem at all. Worked up really fast, and I used my clover hook, which are awesome. I really need to get more clover hooks. I love it. All right, so there's that one. Finished object number 1. Oh, well, not number 1. Oh my gosh, I guess that's number 6. What am I doing? Yep, number 6. So this is number 7. I think that's all I had for finished objects. So I picked 2 colors. I just, you know, like I said, I'm just using up my stash. And I know that one of these was, one of the blue is Red Heart Deft Blue. Because I use that when I make my rainbows. That's the blue that I use when I make anything, my rainbow hat or my rainbow blankets or whatever. And then this other one, I don't know. It didn't have a name on it, but I think it was also Red Heart. But it matched really well. And yeah, look at how that turned out. It's kind of, I don't know. And it wasn't a stripe or anything, I don't think, but I kind of like it. So I just have to weave in my ends. But so yeah, it made a child size hat. So there's more stash that I've used up. Whoop whoop. And yeah, it made a cute hat. I mean, I kind of like the way that looked. It was kind of disturbing because I was like, wow, I'm not like meaning to do that. But I think it turned out really nice. Abby and Jack really liked it, so that's important to me. So there's the front and then the back. And it's just double crochet. I didn't do anything spectacular, just double crochet. This is the Deft Blue that I use. I started with that, and then I did a row of that variegated, and then a row of the blue, and row of the variegated until I got to the end and did front post, back post for the brim. And that's number 7. So I'm going to throw all these back in the box so I can keep track of everything. Okay, and so now, oh, I probably didn't show you guys my hats. All right, I'll just show you my hats real quick. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Hat Not Hate, which is a Lion Brand campaign that they do to show our support for bullying. We want to stop it. It's absolutely ridiculous that we're still talking about this, but you know, people and children can be cruel, and that's really something that you should not have to deal with ever. And so you are to make a blue hat and donate it, and I will put that link in the description box below. This is something I do every year, but I've just started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only have 6 hats done. That's it. And some of these, and this one I wasn't even sure about, but it has the percentage of blue, because it's all blue except for like, that's even like a light blue. So this will be okay, I think. So we're going to do that one. And then I don't even know, just, you know, double crochet. And there's this one. And oh, this is the, my all-time favorite Divine hat. I think everything should be in the Divine pattern. It's awesome. And then there's this one. I know this was I think it was chambray or blue something. It was a Bernat Pop. And I don't have a lot of Bernat Pop yarn, but I remember that one because this was left over from when I made poncho. And then I don't even know if they take this, but little girls, they, you know, so I hope they take it. They might not. I've never made him a ponytail hat before, but you know what? I'm going to send it because maybe somebody just said, oh, we don't take these. I'll take it for me. So that might be a nice little surprise for somebody who, you know, because it's within it could be like a small hat for an adult or a small head adult. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Anyway, so there are those. And since I'm home now, I'm just going to make them. I've got my yarn actually set up for the next one. I'm hoping I can get at least 2 out of this. This was just random yarn. I had made a scarf out of it because I found it at the thrift store. So I have absolutely no idea what brand it is or what type of yarn. It's really shiny and it feels nice. So I think I should be able to get at least 2 hats. Just one will be perfectly fine with me. So it's already ready. Actually, I'm gonna throw that in the box. Now, oh, let me give you my time for yarn haul. And this was at Joann Fabrics. I don't know if I even said that to you guys. So let me get them out. And I was actually in there looking for, I don't know, it was something for my mother-in-law that I had seen there. Because, you know, they have really great stuff on sale. Their decor is always on sale. The spring stuff. And they still had Valentine's stuff. Because I remember buying something for my dog that said, smooch the pooch. And Coco didn't like it. So whatever. It was worth the $1.50 just to see the look on her face. She was like, really? I mean, really? I didn't even get a picture, but it was, oh my gosh, it was just so hilarious. She is such a goober. So anyway, back to the yarn. That dog, I tell you. They had cupcake yarn for 50% off. Like I said, I couldn't tell you. I don't know where the receipt went. I must have put it in my wallet or something. But I like these because they make really nice bohemian vests for spring and summer. And so that's what I was thinking about when I got the 4 colors that I bought. This one is gelato, and they show you, you know, how the colors come together like this, and then there's that. Now, is that not beautiful spring colors? I thought that was really, really cute. And let's see. This is a cupcake. So there's 590 yards. It's a 5.3 ounce, 150 grams. So yeah, this will make a couple, because I think the next color I used was the first one I'd ever done, the Bohemian Vest for a Child. I made for Jordan, my granddaughter. But look at that. Look at those colors. So, so pretty. I love it. So there was that, 50% off, and that made them $3.99. $3 or $2.99. Were they they were either $6.99 or $7.99 and half off. Okay, so the next color I really, really liked. It's called Sunny Day. And of course, same 590 yards, 5.3. And this one, I just love it. I love it. Look at those colors. Look at that. Isn't that great? And ta-da! Man, and this was the only one. If they had had more than one, I would have bought them, because I think this is gorgeous. And this would make a really nice shawl. It's going to make a great vest. I mean, there's just so many things you can do, or you can make with this. And it's such a nice color. Bring on spring, baby. Bring it on. Okay, and this one is called Pot of Gold. And there's, oh yeah, I think I was going to do something with that one. There's the center. This one's probably better. It's not all jumbled up. Look at those greens and blues together. So, so pretty. And then there's how it looks like that if you're striping it. It's very pretty. I like it. It's nice and soft too. And this is so one thing I didn't. Yep, they're all 100% acrylic. And this one right here will always be my favorite, because my granddaughter got to pick it out herself when I knew that I wanted to make her a vest for spring/summer, because it was very lightweight. I took her to the store and had her pick it out, and this is the one she picked. And this is Too Much is what it's called. And she loved it, and I loved it, because it's just gorgeous when it comes out. Look at those colors. So it just swirled around, and a nice open lacy vest. It was just beautiful, guys. So yeah, so that was my my little yarn haul. Let me see if I can grab them all together. Toot toot. Aren't those great? So yeah, I know, I gotta stop buying yarn. But they were a good deal. And you know what? Just about everything I make with them will probably be gifts anyway. So I think I did okay. Really trying to justify it, but I shouldn't. Okay. Last but not least, you guys, I got something in the mail, and it's been over a week. It came, and it was such a nice surprise. So I just got to tell her that I was not having, it wasn't like a rough day, because I don't have really rough days. I deal with things just a little different, you know, with depending on what's going on. And our office had been closed. And it was like, I think I got this the day before. So this has been about 11 days ago. And I kind of knew, you kind of knew it was coming, because then this news was just going all crazy and everything. And I was trying to get groceries for my mother and father-in-law, because they are 77 and 79 and they don't have any business being out in a store with crowds like that, potentially getting sick. So I went to 3 separate grocery stores and no one had what I was looking for. So I was just really frustrated. I was like, oh my gosh, you know. So, because of course that just meant that I was going to have to go out again and try to find these items for her, because they were not doing delivery, because everything was, I mean, they were wiped out. So you couldn't order it online and have it delivered, because it was just going to take forever. So they closed down our Walmart and our Kroger's and our other grocery store. What is it now? Save-A-Lot. They changed the name, but to restock. So I thought, okay, I'll just have to check back later. So I was kind of just like not in a good place, not in a horrible place, but I was just like really frustrated. And then I come home and there's this white envelope that I got. And I was so, so excited. So Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter, thank you so much. So because I got this, I was so happy, and Abby looked at it and she was like, oh my goodness, because, you know, I love it, obviously, but I can't believe that you made this for me. I love you to death. This is just so amazing. Now, if you are new to my channel, let me just tell you, I love old school television, and I'm not talking 70s or 80s. I mean like the 50s, 40s, old movies. My all-time favorite is I Love Lucy. That's what I grew up watching. And this is what Debbie made for me. Ah! Look at how awesome that is. Look, look, look. It's just amazing. Look at all this space. And it's pull, yeah. So I was super, super excited, and Abby and I watched I Love Lucy that day until Jack got home from work. So thank you, Debbie. It's so nice to be thought of. It's just amazing. And you know, during these crazy, trying times, it's nice to be able to smile and laugh and goof off. And thank you. Just thank you so much, because you guys, you know, you made my day, girl. You really, really did. I was like totally bummed. And then this came in the mail. I mean, come on, look at that. And each one has, okay, the one with the hat is just, that was amazing. I love that one. The grapes, the one with the grapes, where's that? There it is. There's that one. Oh my gosh. So I'm like picturing all these episodes in my head, and that's when I'm like, yep, it's going to be an I Love Lucy marathon today, baby. So thank you so, so much. So if you've been living under a rock and don't know who Debbie is from the Canadian Crocheter, I am going to put her link below so that you can enjoy her as much as everyone else, myself included. So that's all I have for you. I'm going to try to, well, you know, now that I've got all this extra time, you'll be seeing me again soon. You'll be like, ah, that woman, she's making another video. I've definitely been catching up on everyone. So I just want you guys to all stay safe. And, you know, it's important to laugh. It's important to, you know, just remember that even though you're at home, this is such a great opportunity to spend with your kids. With, you know, I mean, I know that Netflix has a Netflix party so that you can watch the same movie with, you know, friends and family, which I think is great. I think you have to have Chrome with that or something. I don't know. If I find that link, I'll put it down there, but I think it's great. Cause you know, you're not supposed to be out, mingling with people. So it's just a good, you know, it's just a great time right now to spend as much time as you can. Because, you know, without this, I see Abby in the morning before she catches her bus. And then I get home from work. She gets home from school. And then, you know, we only have a couple of hours after that. So now we've got like the entire day that we're kind of doing stuff. She goes off and does her thing, and I'll do mine. And of course, Jack is essential, so he's at work every day. But it's just really nice. So we're not getting on each other's nerves or anything. We're doing really well. So I hope that that is the same for you. Until I see you again. You know, I'll see you when I see you, which is probably going to be sooner than later. You guys have a fabulous weekend. And yeah, happy hooking. Bye.